Every American citizen has a major stake in the Eric Garner case, regardless of their age, sex, origin, of ethnic origin, or any other possible issue that puts people in a category, because the category is total absurdity by every person in this country. And to allow a murder that you witness in a video by 5 cops and not even come to the obvious conclusion that there are 5 cops indicates the incredible ignorance and absurdity and hypocrisy of every person in this country. So let's point out a couple of facts. The New York City tobacco laws are civil laws. They're not. It's not a criminal law, and they are only for dealers. So that if a dealer is selling cigarettes that they bought at a Indian reservation without tax, for instance, they would not get arrested. They would be summoned, a civil summons. And the worst case possible, if they continued to repeat the offense, is that their business would be shut down. That's it. That's all there is to it. And any person can come to New York and sell individual cigarettes. So to claim that Eric Garner was committing any crime is a flat lie. And all of the experts that come on CNN and all these other news stations that try to explain the fact that Eric Garner was committing a crime and that the officers, the 5 officers that murdered him, were in the line of duty is preposterous, absurd nonsense. So what is the reaction? The reaction is a march that thousands of people in many different cities are going to protest by marching around with signs, and that will get nothing, I mean nothing done. And the way to do it, the way to actually force justice under the law, which would mean a prosecution of these 5 cops, a legitimate prosecution. But how can we trust the prosecutor and the courts now? Because the grand jury was a hoax from the get-go. And to have a grand jury go on for 9 weeks on an issue that anybody could see in a matter of seconds, and claiming that, oh, there might be something that is there that nobody knows about, that's a complete hoax. And Americans will just buy anything. No matter what the government and the media tells Americans, they just, okay, well, it must be. It must be something there. The secret is, we don't know, Well, we do know. And that's the problem. I mean, I know. And that's what I'm trying to explain. And so this degenerate absurdity of allowing these 5 cops to skate out by a prosecutor who is jumping into the murder case. He is now complicit in the conspiracy of the case. So what is the reason given by the media that claims to rationalize everything? They say, well, the prosecutor, they work with the cops, and that's why they do this. Well, if the prosecutor, they work with all the cops, not these 5 cops. So legitimately, they would want to prosecute these 5 cops and continue to work legitimately with all the other cops. Okay? And for cops and their union to want to protect these 5 murderers who attacked Eric Garner for absolutely no reason whatsoever. There was nobody even around him that was trying to buy anything from Eric Garner or sell anything to Eric Garner or even talk to Eric Garner. Okay? He was by himself. I mean, you could just see that. So how is it possible that you could see Eric Garner had no connection to any person, and he wasn't committing any crime, and that the 5 cops had no legal right to attack him, period, regardless of what they claim, that he was selling untaxed cigarettes, because it's not a crime in the first place. He could literally sell untaxed cigarettes, and he's not covered by the New York City tobacco law because it only covers dealers anyway. And I kind of doubt anybody has been arrested for selling untaxed cigarettes in New York City. I would be amazed if that was the case. If there was even one actual case and it went to court and the person was found guilty. Now, it is possible for some lawyer to pressure somebody that was arrested for selling untaxed cigarettes to plead guilty, but that would just be malpractice on the lawyer's part, which they do all the time, by the way. So anyway, I just want you to think about this. This is beyond imagination, but the absurdities in America they're just limitless. I mean, we're in a bottomless swamp of absurdities and hypocrisy. And we're just going to destroy ourselves. We're on the road, believe me, for self-destruction. Thank you.